Welcome back. In our last segment, we just showed you some incredible miniature artwork made by Lisa Schrecengost, and right now we are bringing some of her food art to life. And we are joined once again by Chef Janet Loughran, who's making the chicken noodle soup that you just saw. Take a look. This is what Lisa had created. Hours to perfect this. But we're going to do something here in the kitchen that you can make and whip up for tonight.
Yes.
And this is very special too, what you're making.
Yes, it's my grandma's chicken noodle soup.
Always a bowl of comfort.
Yes.
I love it.
It was the best whenever I was younger.
And I'm
Always.
so glad we reached out to you and we said, hey, we're going to have this wonderful artist on. Can you make something to match what she creates? And you said, I got the perfect dish.
Perfect.
This is great.
Yes.
All right, so what are we starting with here?
Okay, so what my grandma would do is she would roast her chicken for dinner, save some of the meat, and of course save the bones. And what I do at home is anytime we have bones of any sort, I save them and freeze them. So I have a big stockpile, put them all in the pot, and get it going overnight. It does take at least 8 to 12 hours. I usually do it for 24 hours. So
Okay, good to know.
we'll show you how to make it.
So here we have, right here, some chicken bones left over.
They don't look very appetizing, but
So fun to look at. But you're not wasting anything.
Exactly.
Which is the beautiful part about all of this. You can do it yourself.
Right. So what you would do is just put that straight into the pot. What I like to do is my ratio for bones to vegetables, 2/3 bone, 1/3 vegetables. So you get a nice hearty stock out of that. Now the vegetables are really simple. We just peel them, cut them, throw them in.
Because we're not eating these. We're just using it for the flavor profile.
And I should say, I was telling one of your staff members earlier, I was chasing this smell forever for my grandma's chicken noodle soup. And whenever I would put the carrots in at first, it wouldn't smell the same. What she does is wait until the end to put the carrots in. She'll put them in whole, so if the kids don't like them, they can still have the soup. It's a whole carrot in there. So that was the game changer. I realized she just put it at the end. And you don't have to. That's just, my grandma's soup is my grandma's soup.
And so again, are we just putting in the onion just like this?
You
just
could.
peel it?
Yeah,
or do you normally?
Some people don't even peel it. If you could just want to put it in there, if there's no dirt or anything, that'd be fine too.
Yeah.
The other few ingredients that we have left, we have some parsley stems, or you could use dried parsley. That's fine too.
Parsley stems.
Yeah. So save your parsley stems, freeze them. I know, they would usually
out of town.
They would usually go in the trash, wouldn't they, right?
They would, yeah. That's a great, I had no idea.
You could, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say bay leaf is in
Yes,
here.
Bay leaf, always with that. Now, the other thing with my grandma, she's allergic to pepper, so she would not put pepper in her soup. That was the other thing. But I like it, so I put these peppercorns in there. If you don't have that, that's okay. They just have a little bit more of a punch to it. Okay. And then one thing that you have to really remember with bone broth is to get all that collagen and all that good stuff out, you need a little bit of acid, a little bit of vinegar, maybe some lemon juice. So just a splash.
And what kind of vinegar are you using?
This is white wine.
Perfect.
You could use distilled white, you could use red wine, apple cider vinegar. I wouldn't use balsamic because it'll change the color. And then we just have a big vat of water, fill that up to the brim. You're gonna bring it to a simmer.
Okay.
Don't let it boil. Try not to stir it because that makes it real murky if you stir it or if you boil it.
So just let it go.
Just let it go.
And now you say 24 hours is how long you cook yours for.
I do.
It's amazing.
She would do 8 to 12. And then if you move over here, we have put it through a colander and save that liquid gold there. And you'll see I've already put the whole carrots in there. We would usually just cut them up with a fork in the bowl.
Yeah.
She would sometimes put tomatoes from her garden or just whatever we had, green beans sometimes. So what you would do when this is all done, that takes about 30 to 45 minutes for those carrots to finish cooking.
Okay.
And then we have the chicken that we pulled already.
That's great.
The other thing is keep the noodles separate.
Keep them separate. Okay, I learned this trick the hard way because if you put them in, they get soggy, they absorb too much, they're not as good.
Because I like a good ratio of what I call innards, the stuff that's inside. All right, so if you want to see, we actually have a nice replication here for you.
Oh my gosh, I can't
I even put the saltines on there.
You did.
Here, I'll set this down.
This is perfect.
You can see it? Oh, can you see it?
I don't know
there
how
we go.
you nailed it. And honestly, nothing like a bowl of grandma's soup, right?
And the bone broth is nice because you get so many health benefits from it. There's calcium, phosphorus, there's collagen, so yeah. I hope you like it. We use the Kluski noodles. She used to make her own, but I use Kluski noodles, K-L-U-S-K-I, so.
You may not be able to whip up a bone broth today, but this is such a good recipe on a cold day like today.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I know, I love it.
This is wonderful.
I'm sure my grandma's watching now, so I'll say hello.
Hi,
Cecilia.
Grandma.
Yeah, she's the best.
Do you make this ahead and freeze it?
I do.
Does it freeze well?
What I'll do is I'll make a big batch of stock and then just separate it and then just use it as I need to. So you can put beef bones in here too. That's fine. Ham hock if you want to.
Do you remember the books, Chicken Soup for the Soul?
Oh, yes. Yes.
This is that.
It's very warming. Yeah, it's good.
This is that for sure. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
This is delicious. Save your bones. Save the bones. Make this. It's so good. Chef Janet is available for personal chef services, small event catering, and cooking lessons. To find out how you can book her, head to our website, kdka.com/talkpittsburgh for more information. And please follow her on social media.
Chef Life Hacks, yeah.
Yeah, you have so many great hacks on there too. I love following you for that.
Thank you.
Still to come on the show, calling it quits doesn't have to be permanent. We want to know what music groups have broken up but you would love to see come together one more time. We're sharing your answers during our 3 o'clock drop